Let's drop a bomb on the liberals today. Let's drop a bomb and blow them all away. We don't need those crazy kooks we put up in too long. Let's drop a bomb and prove that they were wrong.
Welcome to Conservative Parents with Liberal Kids. Now, I've been accused of not even telling what the theme of the show is at the beginning of the show.
Who told you that?
Little birdies.
Oh. We have birdies?
This show is not about politics, although we'll try to make it about it at times. The theme of the show, is it not, Jason, that love and respect is far more important than your political beliefs?
I thought it was about a phone that was trying to attack your face. That's what the picture says.
Well, yeah, the picture represents individuals who are getting all their information from social media.
I thought it
what
was a zombie attack movie.
Anyway, it's all about love and respect. We'll talk
and
politics on the
brains.
show. My Lord, who's interrupting who now?
I'm taking all my shots.
I'm Richard Myers.
I'm Jason Ricardo.
I'm of the Myers Firm, PA. A little plug here. I do employment law and high conflict divorces. And Jason, what do you do?
Ricardo and Waslick, we handle foreclosure defense and credit card defense. RicardoLaw.com.
All right, so we're going to start off the show a little bit with a hypothetical, and I invite people to call in. Do you have the number? It's up there. Cool. All right. This show was born out of the fact that relationships are disintegrating on the basis of politics, including those parents who have raised their kids to be free thinkers, like I think I did. And all four of my children ended up being very liberal thinkers and love them the same, but we disagree vehemently on politics. And I try to make them understand that my love for them transcends the politics.
Yeah,
to them,
you don't do a very good
the
job
politics.
of that.
Yeah, that's true.
You fail miserably.
But to them, the politics
you got the free thinking
is
part.
itself a moral issue.
You got the free thinking part right.
That's true.
Yeah, but you didn't get the love part right. Maybe you should have put the belt away.
You're hurting me, man. I'm just going to go away and cry now, man.
I'm just helping you.
Don't
helping you find your center.
All right, so this show lasted 6 minutes.
All right, but last week's was 3 hours, so we're averaging out.
Consistent. Yeah, but you weren't here for 3 hours,
I
man.
know.
Don't claim the 3 hours.
You kicked me out at hour 20.
You had to leave for the. Oh, there's the other half at home, right?
It was Christmas shopping. Remember?
Because
it was
the other
like
half
Christmas
expected
Eve.
If you're never mind, I won't go there.
Please don't.
Anyway, so I'm giving the audience the option to call in and weigh in on an issue that's weighing in on me as of this moment.
Sure.
So I have liberal kids, and my youngest is home from college. He's 18, and he goes to Emory University. Full scholarship, God bless him.
Why don't you
and he's really a good kid.
Don't break your arm patting yourself on the back there.
I gave him DNA that helped him get there.
Half the DNA.
Hello.
I gave him DNA.
Hello. All right, anyway. So, stop interrupting me, you bastard. Is this what it feels like to be you?
Game. I'm just playing your game. That's right.
All right, so he, when he went to Emory, got involved in the campaign for John Ossoff for Senate, United States Senate. So John Ossoff is running as a very, very liberal Democrat.
Pajama boy.
For Senate, and there's a runoff election that's going to happen on January 5th, and is early voting now. But if, just as a background, if John Ossoff and the other Democratic candidate,
Raphael
Warnock win, then the United States Senate becomes predominantly Democrat.
51.
And if it does, then you have both the Senate and the House being Democratic majorities, and the presidency being Democratic if Biden assumes the presidency. Then which was presumed. I'm not. It's still going to be Trump.
Accepted reality.
Okay, right, it's sinking in. But slowly. But we'll go there in another minute. But anyway, so those of us who are very conservative feel like, okay, just to at least be somewhat of a check and balance to Democratic policies we object to, we need to have a Republican Senate. So we really want to have the Senate remain in Republican hands. But my son decided to not only vote for Jon Ossoff, he is a campaign like surrogate, if you will. Like he's out there, his job is to recruit more voters for him. So he's home from college, though, and he says to me the other day, hey, I don't have enough time to get my absentee ballot in to Georgia. So I'm going to need to fly into Atlanta, cast my vote, and then come right back.
How's he paying for this?
On his own money. He actually earns money as a tutor while in college.
Okay.
Okay.
So he can afford an Uber?
Where is it?
Will you let me play it out first?
I'm just waiting for your answer because I think
you have to weigh in at the right time.
Where is it in Georgia?
The show's already an hour 20 in, and you're
Emory?
still telling the same story.
I'm trying to
I
figure
love
out,
you, man.
I'm trying to figure
always
out
will.
how's he voting in Georgia?
In person.
No, but how? Does he live there?
Yes, he goes to college at Emory University.
Okay. I was just
Which is Atlanta.
all right.
Okay.
He's a fraudulent voter.
I was thinking so.
This is
It's
permanent
like,
voting.
Well,
Republican.
it's one of those exceptions that if you're intending to go to school for your 4 years,
bless his heart. That's all I gotta say.
he gets to vote there. Anyway, I don't have any.
I'm glad.
Actually,
I'm
I
glad
told
he does.
Jason this before the
He's
show.
gonna make the right
I don't have
decision.
any problem that he wants to vote, and he wants to vote there. And like, look, we're a democracy. This is your God-given right. I feel right. So do it.
Absolutely.
But what he asked of me was, Dad, can you get up at 4 a.m. tomorrow? I got a 5:30 flight.
Dang.
And I want to, fly into, cast my vote and just catch the next flight and come back.
I swear this sounds like voter suppression.
And so, what? Why is that?
about
because
to
I
be.
feel like you probably didn't get up at time to take him to the
No,
airport.
it's tomorrow.
Oh, okay. We
This
got to
is-
make sure you get out of
He's
here on
asking me
time.
to do this tomorrow. I have to wake
Yeah.
up at 4 a.m. tomorrow and get my ass just throw on a T-shirt
You're gonna be a
and just
great
fucking
dad.
go.
You're a great
So
dad.
essentially what you're saying is if I get to your house between the hours of 2 and 4 and slice your tires,
That's one less vote.
one less vote for Jon Ossoff's.
And it would be
Pajama boy.
Wait, so now that you said that might happen,
I hope it
can't
happens.
happen.
I can't-
Let's get your
Like you stupid idiot, just show up and do it.
Just don't say you're gonna. Don't telegraph your
Excuse me.
punches.
Wait. Did you actually think I was thinking? Just because you're dumb and you can't tell your son to take a effing Uber to go to the airport.
He's
I'd
a
be
great
like,
dad.
He
All
paid
right?
for his own airfare. He could pay for his own damn Uber.
Love and respect.
That's right.
That is not love and respect. That is being used.
Here's how you punish him for
Wait,
doing
there
that.
you go.
though.
We
All
need
right,
callers.
First of all,
Speaking
this
of
is
which,
Gordon,
there's a
Gordon,
guest.
this is so
Me,
apolitical.
Gordon
Let's
Dixon.
introduce Gordon.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, wow, okay.
Welcome to
Gordon
the show.
Dixon, man. All right, wait, listen. I'll do a little intro.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then you sell yourself.
Then I
man.
got-
I know you can.
Then I got-
Okay. So I met Gordon about a year ago now. It's got to be, right?
Almost.
So,
Oh, yeah.
So Star Shear had the show Chopping It Up, and I was the co-host of that show. And Star met Gordon, and Gordon, let's get Gordon
On Tinder.
on the show.
dear.
On Tinder.
Yeah, she was a Tinder
Let's
man,
put it
though.
out. Let's just
Half
put it
our
out
shows
there.
were devoted to Tinder
Let's
matches.
just put it out there. It was on Tinder.
Anyway, so I don't want to go into what resulted from the Tinder.
Nothing. Absolutely a podcast. That's all we got. That's where we ended up. Which
So
is
what's
not
your-
bad.
So what's
It's
your
not
girlfriend's
bad.
name?
But Tina will kill me. No.
All right. Anyway, so I met Gordon through Star, through the show, and I mean, we just are free flowing here.
Instant
right?
click.
Yeah, it's a
man,
click.
that's good.
And we socialized a few times. So I was surprised to see that you're here. I don't know how that you just.
Yeah, I hit him up. I told him to come on in.
Listen,
Oh,
he
man.
asked somebody who's funny, non-political, just wants to be here, and I'm just gonna throw jabs in there every now and then. That's it.
That's
Some
it,
riffs.
man.
That's
your
what I'm just gonna riff.
Oh, that-
I might have some
All right.
set in there. I don't know what's going on.
All right.
I'm just here.
Well, I'll give you 10
As
or
long
10.
as you don't interrupt me.
Shit,
There
you
will
know
I'm
me.
not gonna interrupt, man.
No, I'll fucking let
When you guys want me to talk, you look at me, and I'll say
All
some
right,
shit.
it's the
That's it.
Gordon Dixon show.
That's it. I did want to say this though: to punish your son for making you get up at 4 a.m. to pick him up, just show up. But
No, he lives with me. He's home from college.
Yeah, but you got to pick him up at the airport, right?
What do you got?
No, when he comes back.
Yeah.
That part I said, well, I don't know if I'm busy at the.
So this is
I
how you
said,
punish
gotta
him.
Uber
You do
that.
pick him up, but you show
But
up
I-
butt naked, and you be like, "Hey, listen,
This
it's
is-
4
this is how it
a.m.
goes.
You know what I mean? Like this is what you get.
That's right.
And now you're now
Right,
he'll
right.
never do that again. I promise you that.
You know what? He's ahead of his time.
This is
Just
ahead of his
saying.
time.
I mean, if you want to put a sock over it, so it's not like too
All
awkward.
right, callers,
but
you don't need to call in. It's been solved.
Yeah, he's like, I got it right, Dad.
a comedian solved the problem. I don't even have kids. I just know what to do.
But because of all those parents or people who are suffering through broken relationships, like, would you do this for somebody
Absolutely.
based on the love and respect, right? So I tell this to Jason. I'm not selling you out, Jason, because I know how your heart is. He's like, you don't need to do that. He's 18. He's an adult. He wants to vote. Uber. Let him do it on his own. He doesn't need you. Why? Basically, I'm enabling him to vote for somebody that may end up being. What if it turns out
No,
he
no, no,
wins
no,
by a
hold-
vote?
They win by a vote.
What if he wins by a vote and then I
You're
cause
that
the
guy.
country to decline?
Well,
That could be my fault.
Oh,
with it.
man.
Okay, it'll all be your fault. Wow, pitchforks, baby.
Think about that.
But I did want to suggest something. You sort of put a lot of words in my mouth right there.
Yes.
The one word that I did say was Uber,
Yeah.
but all the rest of it is bullshit because that's not
Clarify
what I said.
for
Okay,
me,
I'm going to
Counsel.
clarify. So
Your turn.
one of the reasons why
You're done.
One of the reasons why I would probably suggest your son Uber is because your children. This is Noah. Who is this? Which one is this one?
No, he's 20.
This is Noah. Okay, and I do like all your kids. Every time I will say this. I love your children. They are great. They are intellectual. They're bright. They are good conversationalists. I have no personality issues with any of them. I actually love them, and have for years. Dana,
2 years old.
that was the greatest.
Who's 22 now?
God, scary. However, the problem that I have is that your children are so oppositional to your political standpoint. They insult you.
Yeah.
They come into they accuse you of things that you don't think, and they diminish you, and I don't think it's very fair. So hold on. My finishing my point is because of that, I wouldn't let someone who demeaned me for my vote for Trump or DeSantis or Scott or any of those guys, Rubio, to then take advantage of me so they can go vote for John Ossoff. Now, all things being equal, if he's respectful of your position and you're respectful of his position, I would drive him. But he's on the assumption that he is not respectful of you, that he has denigrated you, that he has teased you for whatever you watch on Fox News or whatever reason, and for your reasons, and I don't know that I can love you, Dad, because you're a racist because you voted for an orange person. There's no way I would drive him. There's no way. I'd be like, Uber is only a $45 drive for you. You got your own money. Make your ways, brother.
This is a perfect lead for me, actually,
Good.
Jason.
Okay.
Because when I called Surge to create this show, I said that viewpoint is why I want the show to be. It doesn't matter if my kids treat me with disrespect or disdain. My love for them and respect for them
I got a new name for the show.
transcends all of the. Hang on.
I got a new name for the show. Doormats with liberal kids.
Fucking A.
He went there. He went there.
Wow. I love you, brother.
No, there's
Because I
no.
love and respect
I believe
you
in love and respect.
more
I
than-
love and
No,
respect.
But this is my core point of my show. It really is. I'm being very sincere here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
To your Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa with liberal kids.
I'm not trying to score points either. I'm just saying my
Neither is Mother Teresa. She's in heaven already, by the way, because it's Saint Mother Teresa
The
to
odd
you.
couple, everyone. The odd couple.
And actually, we think exactly like politically. Like we're exact twins when it comes to politics.
But you have liberal kids, and I have conservative kids.
Because you did it right, you fucking bastard, right?
Eight of them. 8 of them. Even the 11-week-old is like on point.
Jerk.
He's already
He's
like Trump.
When
he screams
All right,
orange.
so let me finish my point. I was accused for 10 minutes of being Mr. Interrupter. All right. But the sole focus of this show, and the reason why I invited you on
That's right. The counterpoint.
to my show is for you to give that counter.
Toe the line.
I do
That's
appreciate
right.
it.
Toe the line.
But
yeah.
but the reason why I created the show is because I know there are a lot of people out there, not just parents.
We also know this is conversation, and what I say is not. I'm interrupting you again. Is that frustrating for you? You don't like that?
He's going deeper in his chair.
What I was gonna say was like it's a counterpoint for a conversation. I would probably drive my children to the airport too.
So you're just putting on a big. Are you? Wait.
No, but I'd probably
One
get a
of two
flat tire
things.
on the way.
You're just giving me platitudes right now, or you're sincere about it.
I am neither. I don't know what I would do because I don't have liberal kids.
I know why I'm here
Because
now.
you didn't fuck up as a parent.
There you
Let
go.
me just fill it in. Let me just fill in the blanks.
Why is that?
I might make
All right,
the same
know why
mistakes
I'm
you
here
make.
now.
All right, now listen. God damn y'all. I'm gonna leave
You
the
gonna
show.
finish your
Y'all
point?
suck.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
All right, listen.
All that on Christmas week.
All right.
So nasty.
If I am going to make public my views on Facebook and on the air, that love and respect always is superior to your political beliefs, then if I love my child and he asks me to do something to cast his vote, I'm going to do it. It's not a debate of who he votes for. It's he's participating in our constitutional democracy, right? And I'm a fervent believer in it, as you are. I'm going to assist him, and it has nothing to do with how he's going to vote. Okay, do I like it? I don't have to like it. The fact that I love and respect him is all that matters. That's the whole point of the show. Okay, and I've told others to tune into the show because yes, we'll make it political.
How many audience do we have right now?
No, the beauty of it, though, I by the way, about the views, right? So, we started out when we did the show. I guess we started out like 3 or 4 months ago, right? We're at what, show 17 now?
18.
So about 4 months, right? So, about 4 months ago, we would get, even with the views later on, like we'd post it on Facebook, we would have a couple of dozen maybe, right? So we're at about 150 or so now.
Are we really?
Okay.
awesome.
And that's not a lot, but it's still
It's
trending
more
up.
than the
It's
62
trending
I
up.
saw a few weeks ago. So,
So,
that's great. Yeah.
okay. And I'm proud.
All
that that's
62 of those were
happening.
me, by the way.
Okay. The multiple clicks.
Oh yeah. That was
I
me
like
too.
listening to
Me
myself.
too. I was watching. Masturbate.
So I wanted, and maybe we won't get a call, but I'm just thinking about like who would be the Jason and who would be the Richard, right? Who would be the Jason would say, you know what, I'm not sure I would drive them. I would have that conversation with my kid. My first thought was, sure, I'll drive you. Sure. Like I didn't think about it.
I'm not saying you're wrong, and I'm not heartless, and you know that. But I would have a really hard.
Just kidding.
Please, I'm sitting here with you, aren't I? I think it would be a tough decision, and I think my first inclination is, son, whatever you want to do. But at some point, there has to be some consequences. Like I said, there has to be give and there has to be take. You can give, but they're going to take. You know, at some point, you have to say, I have to protect myself and my honor. At some point, I'm not there yet. You know, now again, I'm not diametrically opposed to my children, but because my children still love me, and they will even say so. Even today, even today, I got off the phone with my 19-year-old and I said, "Love you." He's like, "Love you too, Dad."
Oh, because he's used to just rotely repeating the words.
That is absolutely true because that's called indoctrination, and it works.
And that's what
Forced
so
him
that
to say
feeds your own ego. It's not whether it's genuine.
F you.
You guys sound like my
so
dad.
you have 7 robots.
Flashbacks.
It doesn't matter if they genuinely believe it. As long as they repeat what you said, then you're fine.
Good old American education.
Can I
We homeschool, so F
Yeah,
you.
yeah, Gordon, help us out over here.
I just want to because I posted it, so I have some black friends online. I want to just do a black translation of what everybody just said.
Yes.
First off, my kids ain't shit, and I'm still doing too much shit for them. That was it. That's pretty much it. Like,
Okay. That's
I
his
just
view.
you guys look at me when you want to translate it, and
Are
I'll
you
just
shitting me?
translate
I've
it.
taken
All right.
on more kids
So
than
Gordon,
anybody
let
in
me
this
fill you
room.
in on some stuff that's happened in the past on the show. Okay. Or even before the show, the reason why I wanted the show. So I have a 28-year-old daughter who, when Trump was first elected, texted me, "Did you actually vote for him?" Now, what you need to know is that my kids are products of a biracial marriage. My ex-wife is Indian, okay, Asian Indian. And so my daughter writes me, "Do you actually vote for him?" Yes. And I'm not a big I'm more of a Trump fan now based on how he's governed.
Mm-hmm.
But he was the last of all the Republican candidates
too.
I wanted to
Me
be
too.
in
Yeah.
office.
Yeah.
Okay. So at the time he was elected, it was strictly an anti-Hillary vote at the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you actually vote for him is the message I get. Yes, I did. As you know, I can't vote Democrat because I don't believe in their platform and their policies. And she goes, "Well, you do understand that Trump wants me dead." I go, "Trump wants you dead?" "Well, you know, he's a racist and he wants all people that are not white to die, and he's anti-Semitic." Like all this stuff that's like that was like to me, I don't know what
Not true.
what she's digesting. I don't know, but I'm like, I just have to say, look, believe what you want to believe, but it's not true, and let's just agree to disagree. Okay, so there was a rift from there, which didn't end our relationship in any way, but it was a
Made it
rift.
tough, yeah.
All right, so now comes to the second election, and there was the first debate in this election, and she texts me a very long text. I read on the air once or twice, okay? Basically coming down, I don't consider your belief system to be political anymore, but a moral issue. So if you are supporting a racist, if you are supporting a misogynist, if you're supporting someone that's anti-Semitic, then you are a racist, a sexist, and an anti-Semite. So I reminded my daughter, you are a product of a biracial marriage. You're also Jewish.
You're
Okay?
just
We raised my kids Jewish.
everything.
Okay? Right? And I have done nothing but support you. My daughter went through the Junior Women's Club, the Juniorettes Club, the Women's Club. Like, I was honorary mother for these. Like I was totally women's. Like so, for you to
Supportive.
take my entire life how I was a parent and boil it down to I'm a despicable human being
Because you voted for Trump.
because I voted for Trump, to me was a cause for to say, I got to separate myself from you. Like you were saying, like, look, is there a limit, right? You're like, is there a limit? That was a limit for me. Like, if you're going to say, you can tell me, like, I can't believe you voted for him, Dad. I don't know what we have in common anymore. Fine, I'm still going to love you. But don't bully me. Because this was, again, before the election. So she said, if you go ahead and vote for Trump, I will consider you
a racist.
a racist.
Okay, so
Gordon, did you ever get an ounce? I mean, as a black man, did you ever get an ounce that I feel that way?
You're black?
thank you. Actually, thank both of you.
Okay.
Because I know I don't look like it, and thank you for actually acknowledging that I am black. No, yes, I am. I'm mixed, but no, I here's my view on it. Like, obviously I don't vote. I was Jehovah's Witness for 33 years. We never voted, so it's that's probably one of the things that I probably won't ever do, or I don't know yet, because I've never had a political view, so I'm not on either side. But from what I see, I don't necessarily think he's racist. I just think it's just all about him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really see
A
like
narcissist.
Okay.
Yeah, you could see.
Well, I don't disagree with that either.
He won't say like if he came out and was like, I don't like brown people, then yes, okay, then yeah, you're racist. But if I don't really know you, I can't gauge it. Yeah, he won't admit that certain things that were wrong. So I don't necessarily like him, but I don't really know him either. Like I don't like Biden either. So it's just like I'm in between.
You know, we've talked about, Jason and I have talked about this, you know, with Serge, about like because I just think I've been following Trump a long time, even before he was, you know, running for president. And I know Trump to be someone, we talked about this, as transactional. He looks at everything, any interaction, on a small scale, large scale, doesn't matter. I want to win this transaction.
Yeah, he wants to win.
He wants to win. He's just like whatever it is.
Yeah,
so it
people
means
call it
nothing.
narcissistic, but
It
it's
means
not.
nothing if you're black or you're Jewish. It means zero to him. If you're Mexican, zero. He just like when he was a private businessman, he wanted himself to win. I do see himself now as championing the American people. So when he takes a position that will sound on the surface as, boy, this is impacting a race more than another race, they will consider him as racist when it's really, as we talked about this, it's strictly transactional. Is it going to advantage the majority of the American people? And we can debate this. Serge and I, we've debated this before. If you can step back as someone that feels passionate that he's a racist and take yourself back from it and just refocus and saying, is it also consistent with someone that, as I described, it's transactional? Okay,
and pro-American.
Why go to the air? I just don't think it's a good human quality to presume the worst in someone. I mean, that's also that bothers me.
So
right?
If
So
you're
it's
in
like,
if you're in a relationship with somebody and you assume the worst at all times, your relationship will fail every moment.
Which is
you
every
almost
relationship.
need to
doomed to fail.
You almost need to assume the best. You have to give credit. You have to assume the best intentions. And if you're betrayed, then maybe based upon that betrayal. But until there is a betrayal or a series of betrayals, it's really unfair. But to come right out and say he hates brown people because he said this, it's a little bit of a stretch. It's political, and the Democrats did a fantastic job from the very beginning.
Too,
yeah.
right? So we know that, right?
Yeah,
So,
it is also that.
The only the people who really know him are going to know if he's racist or not. They're always going to, every side is going to show the side that they don't like. So Republicans are going to have his back. They're going to show all the great things that he's done. The Democrats are going to be like, well, he's this and he's that. They don't want you to like him. Mm-hmm. So it's like, how do you can't judge a person if they're racist or not unless you actually know them.
There's always an agenda behind everything.
Yeah, exactly.
But you've just touched on something that's so important, and the failure of our current political system. And quite frankly, I think you stepped into something, and I really like to explore it a little bit. You're right. The Democrats are always going to spin against the party in power, the Republicans. And quite frankly, you're right. The Republicans are always going to spin against the Democrats.
Yeah.
What's the mediator between that? Do you know what I'm going to say?
No.
The media.
Oh, yeah.
The media is the mediator. But unfortunately,
they're supposed to call balls and strikes, but
it
not.
depends
they're
on the
not
media
calling
too,
ball-
though, because then you got Fox who support Trump, and then you have CNN.
One station.
Fox, and all the rest. MSNBC, CNN, NBC, CBS, ABC. Am I missing anyone? I mean,
I don't
so
know them all, so-
the majority of people, the majority of networks are liberal or anti-Republican. Maybe not liberal, just anti-Republican. And then you've got one, Fox News. And you've got now OAN, but no one watches that. And then you got Newsmax also, which no one watches.
I'll let you continue your point just for a second.
I don't have a point.
But
You didn't
there's
interrupt me. I'm done. So there.
no, as a consumer of Fox News, this is what I get that upsets me, especially when it comes from my children, but from all things. All right, there's two divisions of the Fox News channel.
Correct.
There's the punditry,
Yep.
and there's the news division.
Prime time versus
I
news.
dare anyone to listen to Fox News for 2 weeks. I'll give it 2 weeks. Just watch the Fox News shows. Not the punditry, not the Sean Hannity's, the Laura Ingrams,
Even the
Tuckers.
Outnumbered and the other ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Just watch the news. The news is right of center, but pretty close to center, actually.
Yeah.
Because they will always,
Well, the country is right of center.
always, in the news division, always have both viewpoints on. Always.
I'm going to give you.
So it's like, I
don't
get
think so.
crazed.
You'd have to listen to all of it to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you watch and you're a purveyor of the programming, you will know what I'm saying is true.
Can
Okay,
I?
but go ahead.
Yeah, just to bolster your point and to agree with you. So I had this opportunity. I was in the car for many hours. I had to drive up to Massachusetts for my dad's funeral, and so it was right before the election, and we drove from Florida to Massachusetts and back, which is a 4-day drive. Right, so I got to listen to, and we listened to Sirius XM. I was bored because I was driving all this way, so I'd listen. Other than music, I listened to Fox News, and Fox News. Granted, I follow it because it tends to be right. I agree with that because it's punditry. It's punditry. It tends to be right. But what I will tell you is that they played every single rally that took place. Every single rally. I didn't say every Trump rally. Every rally. They played Biden every single time he spoke, and they played Trump every single time he spoke. The difference is Trump spoke, 8 or 10 times more?
Right.
You never heard Biden because Biden didn't speak. And when he did speak, I remember one time, I was like, oh, crap, we got to listen to this guy. I got to listen to Corpse over here. And he started speaking, and literally he was done in 15 minutes.
You got one who's half asleep and the other one who never sleeps.
15 minutes and then a bunch of honking. And then I was like, oh, my God, he's done? And I actually said that to my wife. I'm like, he's done? That was it? That was it? And then 5 minutes later, Trump started up again. I'm like, we've heard this one 5 times. Let's listen to it again. It's a lot of fun. He's interesting. But point aside, Fox would have played every single one of Biden's.
It's a news, like, when it comes to news, they're not going to filter, in my view. People are going to argue with me, but I know this to be true.
I don't care.
They're not.
They don't watch Fox.
Right.
Watch someone else.
But then, all right. So, but Fox, in truth, most of their programming is not just pure news.
I would love to run a survey.
So
I'd love to run a survey of all the news channels and find out how many, on which channels, how many Trump rallies were played and how many Biden rallies were played. And if we,
this is the biggest scam
or scandal, depending,
on the American populace, and why Trump rails against it, is the non-reporting, the suppression of what's real news.
Yeah, the suppression of real news,
and letting out what you think the audience should know, rather than just reporting it and let them decide. Right, that's the big distinction.
Yeah,
is insidious.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I'm not saying Fox News doesn't do it. I actually
they do it, and I want to.
They do suppress some things. I'm like, I will
suppress. I don't know about that, but okay. Let me just accept that is true. Let me
they wouldn't do a blackout on something, but I do recognize if I go to CNN and I'll watch it for a half hour or an hour, and I'm like, I didn't hear that view, and I'll you know how it is. When you watch it, like, oh, it's like hard to stomach. But then I just want to hear some of that. That's some of that on Fox, and you have to search for it.
But Tucker, Tucker will most likely show that stuff. You know who else would? Martha. But nonetheless, I don't watch a lot of Martha. I want to address one quick thing. You were right because you mentioned, and it's typical. So we'll hear, well, Fox is pro. Fox is pro. That's great. And I'm gonna let me just go far to a limb and say I'm going to admit, although I don't completely agree with this statement, let me just admit for the sake of argument that Fox is completely conservative and on Trump's side for everything, even the hard news, even though I don't agree with that. Let's just say that it's for true. Well, then how do you explain CNN, MSNBC, NBC, CNN, or CBS, I meant to say, and ABC?
Because they, as a conglomerate or as a single entity, let's put it that way, are trying to make the consumers believe we're telling you the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
When you go over to that station over there, that Fox,
you're getting propaganda.
You're getting propaganda. Exactly.
Yeah.
But doesn't each news
They
media
both
have
do.
their own narrative that they want to push, regardless
Yep.
of
No,
who's in office? They want to push whoever they feel is who they like.
I don't disagree with that. I want to keep making the distinction. If you look at the news division of the mainstream media and the news division of Fox, Fox plays it far closer to the center, even though it's to the right, than the news division of...
What do you mean as far as news? Like, okay, there's
Hard
this
news.
huge
Hard
fire
news.
going on in California.
Trump's coming to save him.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
what
no,
I'm
no.
saying.
That's not.
Nah, no.
Are you talking about politics?
Well, news can be in
That's what I'm
politics,
saying because
right, it could
Fox.
be
I can
politics,
I can watch a
science,
car chase on
entertainment.
Fox News and I'll turn to CBS
okay.
and I'll see a same
All right,
car
the
chase.
I guess
It's not gonna
I
be
guess
any
if I
different.
were to
Political news, we should say.
Political news, they're
okay.
all the same. They back
Okay.
their side that they
let
choose
me be
to back.
let me be careful
Exactly.
here
They have their own narrative.
because on punditry, like when I talk about like Tucker Carlson, who I believe speaks from, sometimes he speaks to the left and people don't even realize it. But he's very, very, to most people, very conservative. But he's a pundit. He's meant to give an opinion.
Yeah, that's what
it's
they
not
all do.
news.
That's
Okay.
what they all do.
But when you talk to people who watch like Fox News at the 6 o'clock hour, like that's Brett Baer, for those who don't watch Fox News, and that news hour, to me that's the classic news hour like I used to grow up on.
Yeah, that's
like,
the 6 p.m. news. That's what they
right.
do.
But if you watch a CNN or you watch a MSNBC or CNBC, and you watch that's their news hour, there's zero, and I mean this truly, zero view from the right, none. When you watch the news from the Fox News division and during the news hour, and when it comes time to like, here are the news of the day, and then they have like these talking heads. They come on like, let's evaluate the news. Like, what does this really mean to the American people? They will always, 100% of the time, have both views on. 100% of the time. So someone say like, here's
Yeah,
the
they
left
do the same
wing
thing
view,
on MSNBC.
and right. No, they don't.
At 6
They
p.m.
do not.
They usually, because those people are usually
They
the
do
ones
not.
arguing.
That's the point. I watch it. I'm like, holy shit! I just watched an hour of this shit, and they didn't have a single thought that was conservative.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do.
that's true. No, it's not true. I think right now we should change the topic.
Yes, the stimulus bill.
I mean, that's fun. We can talk about that.
Shot at $600.
I was going to say, I think we should take a little break.
I want Sarge to get a six.
Okay, no, well, he just jumped in.
Shot
All
at $600.
Let's go. What do you think about that $600? Isn't that great?
Well, there's two things because it's like one.
Bullshit.
First it was 600. Now it's what is it? They're
We're
saying
definitely
600.
getting to
Back to
600.
It's back to 600.
600's coming. They're
I
trying
mean,
to get
I'll
us another
take
2,000.
if they said 100. I'm gonna take it. I'm broke, so whatever.
Well, it's not a
I-
question of whether you take it. Is it bullshit or is it not bullshit?
I think it's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
but
Yeah,
what is
600 is
600 going to
bullshit.
do when you have 4 months of back rent? That's
But
what
is it
2,000.
But is it
The truth.
bullshit only because it's little, or is it bullshit because it's little and I see 1.4 trillion going to other causes?
Yeah. That's
Both.
the
It's
problem.
Yeah,
both.
it's the
Oh,
same
both.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Can it both be bullshit?
Yeah, it can
Yeah,
be.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I
But,
do believe
but
that.
hold on. But isn't
Go ahead.
Trump right? Trump came out and said that's effing bullshit.
Give it to Americans.
Give everybody $2,000. It was $2,000
$2,000
for per taxpayer and $600
For-
per dependents. And he said, and wipe out that pork. Wipe
out the pork.
Wipe out the pork.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. That's.
But you know what? The
that's
Democrats-
that's something. That'll
the
that'll
Democrats-
affect something.
the
600
Do you
ain't
want
gonna do
gender
shit.
Hold on.
studies in Pakistan
Once-
to be funded before Americans? I'm just...
I want to
I
tell
mean,
you,
I don't know all
you're
that
right.
stuff.
He
I just-
agrees. He agrees. But the point
I
is,
just know surface.
the
things.
Democrats went and voted yesterday.
educating.
I know I'm trying.
The Democrats went and voted yesterday to up it to 2,000, but they didn't take out the pork.
Yeah, I know.
So then he said
But they're
to the
selling
Senate,
it as though we're just supporting Trump.
I understand that. And then the Senate, like a bunch of pussies, instead of agreeing to the 2,000 and the 600, like we just talked
Right.
about, and then wiping out the pork and sending back a different bill,
They didn't-
They
didn't
just
do a
they
competing bill.
blocked it. You know why they blocked it? Because they knew they would lose. Because they are.
Pussies.
This is what happens when you have a two-party system. It's a big old clusterfuck.
Well, there isn't going to be a two-party system anymore because Trump's going to take his guys and walk away.
All right, so
All right.
Get out of here.
All fire.
And I'm going with
and
him.
if Biden becomes president, which is 99.9%
It's like-
likely,
If.
if that happens, okay,
21 days.
Trump should announce on
I'm gonna start my own America.
Inauguration
I'm
day,
gonna start my own
I'm
America.
running for president,
It's gonna be great.
and it would be great. It would be entertainment for 4
Most
years.
beautiful, the most beautiful party
My
ever.
America's gonna be way better than this America.
It's gonna be great. We're gonna
I
make
don't
it
think
great
we're-
again.
I think, unfortunately, I think we're all in agreement, so there's really nothing to debate. It's all a bunch of bullshit.
It is.
But we are being run by an authoritarian, inept group of
They're
legislators,
elitist, yes.
and they all suck, and they all need to go F home.
Term
Why
limits.
can't the Constitution
Term
be
limits?
revised? I don't understand why they
God
haven't
bless you. We're bringing on my new show.
tried to change
This
that.
is his. He wants to start a new show based on that concept. Go
I
ahead.
am-
Why
Run.
not?
Go on with it.
Yeah, but why? Exactly. Why
Everything
can't
else
we?
is being
Wait,
changed.
wait. Jason, you have the
Technology,
floor for
everything.
the next 12
Why
seconds.
can't we?
Why
I
can't
can't
we?
even breathe that much in that one.
Why are we voting for 78-year-old people who are halfway dead to be president?
Way more
Amen.
than halfway there.
Amen.
Well,
Amen.
pretty much.
Amen.
Who's
Amen.
being kept alive by like electrical shocks every day or something?
You know what?
like-
I'm not even going to let him. No, we're just going to create a new show, and he's going to be our new guy.
I'm
and
fine
we're going to
with
bring him
that.
on, and
I
we're going to
don't
bring him. But I wanted to kind of shift
Go ahead.
because I love having a third, well, actually a fourth view. Serge, you
I
and
really-
you and I, unfortunately, are so much like
We cancel each other out.
You and I are so much alike anymore that I don't even. We need to do the moral quiz.
Well, we're going to do a
Oh
moral
yeah,
dilemma.
yeah. We'll do the
We'll
do the
finish
moral
the show
dilemmas.
with moral dilemmas. That's how we're going to do it.
I think we got to do that because that is where we find our true differences.
That's true. But you want to talk about your philosophy. Based
Okay,
on-
so
now I'm helping him. I'm not even interrupting
Yeah, you're not
him
even
now.
interrupting me. So I had this concept that we really need a realignment, and I don't think the realignment requires a civil war and a separation of countries, kind of like we did in the 1860s. I think that's passé and not going to work. No, thank you. I'm good. But I do think we need a realignment where we allow those people who want to be on the far left, like Seattle, San Francisco, New York City, and Boston, to rule themselves in their own very deep, metropolitan, cosmopolitan ways. And I think we need to allow that part of the country, which is, for lack of a better word, more traditional, to rule their ways. Now, it's not about it's not rednecks versus hippies, although that'd be a great movie. The new zombie movie should be rednecks versus hippies. That's what it should be. But the point is that we really do think differently. And remember I told you about my little drive from here to Massachusetts and back. It was really very interesting, and I've got a couple different comments, and I'll try to make them really quick. Driving the way I went very rurally through Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, up to Massachusetts. I wanted to avoid the city because of traffic, not because of the city. I love New York City. You would not believe the number of Trump signs I saw in
Oh, I believe it.
Virginia, in Maryland, in Pennsylvania. But
Even
in the
though they
rural,
went Democrat.
even all
Those
three of
were
those states went Democrat.
Bad states back in
But
the
because
day.
but it was rural because those sections were rural. Now I drive through, and then by the way, when I got to Massachusetts, though, holy crap, it was
Blue.
Biden. It was like sick. You're like, and by the way, what was really interesting? I'm sorry, I'm on a roll. The other thing I noticed,
was sick.
those fuckers won't stop wearing their masks. They want masks on all the time. I was hugging family members, and I'm like, take off your mask. I'm not going to give you the COVID. Even though my dad died of the COVID.
Ow, why
joking.
did I laugh at that?
Me.
Holy shit, what's wrong with me?
But
No.
hey,
No,
this is the way he
I
said
think
it.
it was
He
the
said
delivery.
Wait,
Don't-
he said
it was
it, yeah.
the delivery.
Don't feel guilty.
You wanna
Don't
come
feel
do open
guilty.
mic?
I laughed and I was like, why did I just laugh?
You should come do an open
It's
mic.
all right. It's all
For
right.
real, let's put him on stage.
My point is, but my bigger point is,
Bring out your dead.
but my bigger point is like, it isn't just political, and that's really the point I'm trying to make. It isn't political. It isn't just that these are rednecks and these are hippies. We live and think so differently. I looked at a picture today of one of my Democrat friends having a holiday Christmas picture. They all had on their masks. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Even for a stage picture where they're all
I'm like,
together.
they're all standing together in a photograph, and they've got their masks on.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Not a chance. You come into my house for New Year's Eve, there ain't going to be no masks
Right.
unless you're a lunatic.
But that's just like politics. Everybody has their own view on that.
But that's why the realignment is necessary, because I believe
It has
that
to.
our country is
Yeah.
already separated in ways that we could. And I'm not saying break apart. I'm not saying two countries.
No.
I'm saying one country, but two regions where, let the very left liberals rule themselves, let the further right traditionals rule themselves, but continue to appreciate each other, respect each other, allow free travel, allow free trade.
You're not going to have all that.
But just don't let one. So if you want to have Champ Chomp, whatever it is, in the middle of your city, go right ahead. Just don't put
the
it on
problem
me.
is people can't govern themselves.
They can govern themselves. They choose not to.
You're
They
gonna-
abdicate.
You're going to have more ignorant people than you're going to have smart people.
See, this is
True.
If you look at
Not gonna
the
really-
state of California,
Facts.
where it becomes a veto-proof, right? Like so, when
Yeah, they are.
when you have all elements of
You're-
government so dominant.
Thank you. Take
You're gonna,
take my idea and expand it. You're exactly right.
right.
That's
so
what the United
so
States is coming into.
It's I can make two arguments.
Mm-hmm.
One in favor, like, oh, this is a great reason to have realignment. On the other hand, you're going to cause over a generation or two where we're not going to want to cooperate with that kind of state. We're
It's
not
gonna
going
be
to want to
chaos.
travel to that state. They're
That's
going to
a
be
great-
so isolated. We're going to end up with a different country,
Okay.
right? So it's like I
Let me
get your
respect-
point,
Going to be segregated.
but it's going to end up making it maybe worse.
Okay, that's a great point. And I think that's a legitimate fear or concern. However, don't you also think if we put something in, what if we amended our Constitution to allow this quote-unquote realignment that I have in my head that I haven't yet explained fully? And we say in 30 years or 40 years or in 50 years, we come back to a constitutional Congress, right? And we address the issues that we've experienced over the last X number of years, whatever that might be, 10, 15, 20 years, whatever. I don't really care what the time frame is. You're right. But is it possible that we realize that one way was better than the other and we all convert? Like if people in Nevada all of a sudden realize that Oregon was right and then Nevada flips over to blue and then Colorado flips over to blue and then Texas flips over to blue, don't we just become blue? Whereas, what if Oregon says, holy shit, we got this totally wrong. We're going to be red. And then Washington says, holy shit, I like Idaho. Let's become red. And
But it
I
have
could
to be.
see-
I'm sorry, keep
like
going.
flowing. I could see it being flowing, but go ahead.
But I was going to say it's going to have to be everyone. But we're living a time where no one agrees. Everyone disagrees with everything. No matter how factual your opinion is or no matter how right you see.
But we are in two different camps. Do
Yeah.
you think, how many camps do you think there are? If you had to break down what you see, you think it's more than two camps?
Yeah, it's got to. Yeah. But the problem is with me, I was never in any of those. So like my viewpoint is totally like it's totally. I don't have a viewpoint. I can't see this political thing. I can't really say anything. I have an opinion.
That's why.
And
the
I
moral
respect you
game-
guys that
that's
you
why
listen to mine, but-
that's why I'm happy to listen to yours.
Yeah.
That's why the moral dilemma question that we're talking about is key, because a lot of times the questions that really boil down, the political questions, while they look like it's just about who gets this money and who gets this thing, it actually boils down to something much deeper. It's a moral concern. But I think we have to get to that core. I think we had this really interesting time. Sergio and I do not agree politically, pretty much, on anything, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. But when we were talking some moral issues a few weeks ago, were we not on the same page?
Absolutely.
So it's really interesting. So what's great about that, and you know, Sergio and I respect each other, I hope, but to some degree.
No,
he
he pretends pretty good.
He's a great pretender.
The best.
But you are the best. But if we agree on the moral standpoint, do we not find that level that we need to stick together? And maybe that's the one thing that holds us.
In essence, it would be great if everybody can come together morally and figure it all out.
Yeah.
But as we see,
We have to
with,
break
just
down
with
those
the stimulus,
barriers, right? Break down the
we
barriers.
have to. It's not going to happen. If I
How
came
many
to you
people
and
have you
said,
ever talked to? Pardon me for pointing and pardon me for interrupting
Let's
you.
get
But I
it.
want to
Let's get it. I like it.
How many people do you know think that $600 is enough?
I have
Nobody.
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 So that's the
I'm a
moral
Republican.
thing.
Exactly.
If-
I'm a Republican. I don't know one of my Republican friends. None of them. All of them who voted for Trump. None of them voted for Biden. All of them hate Pelosi. All of them hate Schumer. All of them hate the
They
Democrats.
don't want the 600.
But they think the 600 is crap.
That's a slap in our face.
Yeah.
But we've just found a rallying point, and we're abdicating. The Republicans have screwed this one up because they've let it go in Senate because they're a bunch of, what's the word? I can't say it.
Pussies.
This word.
If you came to
say it. What
anybody
can
in
you
the
say?
street
That's
and
the
was
word.
like, hey, I got
What is that word?
2,000 or
I'll say
600,
it.
which
Which
one
one
you
is
going
it?
to take?
I'll
Like,
say it.
What is it?
Punana. No, just pussies.
It's
Boom, boom.
No.
Let's get it Jamaican. Boom, boom.
What?
Poussoir.
Poussoir.
It's a new word.
Oh, you just came back from New Orleans. That's why.
Let's say it in Spanish.
Sorry.
Chocha.
Canal Street.
No, you're right, man. It got to be a moral thing. But it's
Break it down
that's-
all the way to the core.
You got to get these. Oh, you got to look. Can we be real? You got to get these.
right.
All right, should I call
old.
up some moral dilemmas
I
now?
love
Let's
moral
get it.
dilemmas.
Where's
Let's
Star?
go.
Where's Star at?
All right.
Who are we going to eat?
Let's see her
It's
moral
fine now,
viewpoint.
Who are we
Let's
eating
get
first? Who are we, who?
Let's use her as our moral
Let's get
base.
Star in there.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh my God. Oh, Star, I love you, man. Miss you, but I
For
got
real.
stories. You give me a lot of
I got
stories,
one.
Star.
If someone you loved was killed in front of you, but someone created a copy of them that was perfect right down to the atomic level, would they be the same person? And would you love them just as much?
I have two words for you.
Is
Pets.
that a moral dilemma?
That's it.
an
Pet
intriguing
Cemetery?
intellectual dilemma.
I have Pet Cemetery. That's it right there, brother.
Cemetery.
That's Pet Cemetery. You can go bury that shit right in the backyard.
So let's say, all right. So let's say you die, Serge.
All right.
Next week I come in for my show, and there's Serge.
You won't even know the difference.
It's like to the atomic level, and he's totally got everything. He's got all your memories, everything. You're identical in every way. Can I love you the same? And the answer would be no.
Because you know,
That's my feeling.
he
'Cause
I
I
know
died.
you're-
know it's not the real
because I know
No,
your
it's not
gauge,
you.
and you're going to be
Because you
under
know
the
he
bed
died,
stabbing
yeah.
me with a fork. So I'm just going.
All right, so that's actually an easy question.
I mean, eventually he's gonna switch. and
Does
start
anyone
killing
disagree with
everyone.
me?
That's right.
I would love the new Surge more because the old Surge sucked actually.
Big
Ooh.
facts.
Damn.
When
New
wear-
Surge with
when he wears
shave.
that Cleveland championship hat. You know.
Oh yeah, Jets. You didn't even respond. To
Ah.
that. You did.
LeBron fans.
Damn, Gina.
LeBron fans.
Hey.
So they lose to the Jets, right? So I text him. I go J
Oh.
E T.
I was like,
I
why
get
is my
separate
phone
text.
going off?
S
I know that.
Jets.
So then,
Then I got nothing.
And then he unfriended
Why?
you.
Why'd you? need
Because I went to
respond?
bed early.
All right. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Next moral question. You have
horrible
another
day.
moral question?
Trevor Lawrence is going to the Jaguars now.
Yeah, that's good.
What a waste.
Let me see.
Just like Cam Newton.
Fact.
That's facts, right?
That's a fact.
All right. I got.
Not only does he
top
dress
28
terrible,
moral dilemma
lost all
question.
his talent.
What's up with that hair and his hat and his
I don't
boas and all that bullshit?
There is some chick in his ear telling him it all looks good.
You think it's a chick? All right, good. I'm glad.
Okay. All right, maybe I'm giving. Maybe my moral side is taking over, and I'm going
Dude,
biblically on him.
if
and
I
be
ever
like,
come
keep
out in
it
a
girl.
boa, and if I
right,
ever
you
come out in
ready
a
for
feather
one?
boa,
Let's
I
go.
am not
Are you
being
ready for one?
You're right.
Jason,
There's no
pay
chick there.
attention.
All right.
This is a family one.
Sure. Oh, good.
The dilemma is called a difficult choice. It has a title. All right. So you and your family love the beach and decide to spend a weekend at an isolated beach cabin. Your teenage daughter often gets bored on your getaways, so you make plans to take your niece along. As soon as you arrive, a storm is looming on the horizon, and the water looks rough. You tell the girls they can get ready to swim, but they need to come back immediately and help unload the car first. But they are so excited they do not pay attention to the last part of what you say and run down to the beach to swim. You do not realize that they have done so until you hear your daughter scream. You realize they are both caught in a strong current and are being swept out to sea. You are a good swimmer, and you know you can save one of them. you have a difficult choice to make. Do you, A, save your niece first, as she is a poor swimmer and will not be able to last as long as your daughter? Or B, save your daughter first because although she is a strong swimmer and may be able to last long enough for you to come back after saving your niece, you just can't stand the idea of losing her.
This is my question, right? I'm first. I got to be on the limb on this one, right? Now, first of all, we answered this question once already.
We did? I asked this question
2 weeks
before?
ago, and I already gave you the answer.
I asked this before?
Do you want to know how many people die in that circumstance?
Oh, shit, I didn't remember.
3. That is the classic dilemma. You go for all 3, and you all drown, and you all die. That's the classic dilemma. Because
Right.
you go for all 3. You grab your daughter.
Right, it's a
you
Sophie's choice.
It's a Sophie's choice. You grab your daughter.
Right.
You grab your.
All right.
You grab the niece. Hold on, wait a second, and then you all 3 die. But in all reality, I'm saving my daughter first.
I think I would go for my daughter first.
I would
To
go
be
for
hon-
my
if
daughter
I'm being
first
honest with myself, I'd
with
go for
the
my daughter
intent that I was going to save all 3. All 2. Sorry, 2
All I
and
got
myself.
is a niece, so I'm going for my niece.
But you got
I
kids.
got the faith in my daughter.
Okay.
She's a strong
All right.
swimmer.
Fair enough. But she's already screaming for help.
See, I don't know.
Will
See, I
you
can't
stop
really
me?
answer that
Will
question. I
you
don't
stop me
have.
when I'm giving a question that we've asked before? Because I didn't want to.
You read the whole
Like, why did
I just
go
knew
through
I
the-
could nail it. so
Why did I
would
go
let
through the
you?
whole
I already
exercise?
had the answer.
Just fucking stop me.
I had a great answer.
Okay. All right.
Wait,
This
wait,
one-
we haven't heard from Serge.
Serge?
I'm not saving any of them. I can't swim. They both die.
He can't swim. You can't swim.
I could stand at the bottom of a pool pretty good.
For how long?
However long
Ain't
it
gonna be
takes.
long.
So he's not even at the beach.
I'm not even at the beach.
All right. Can I share a real
I hear
life?
the screaming
Let
and
me
go
share
inside.
with you.
I go get some.
If
You go get some.
I told this story
hear
before on
nothing.
the air, please stop me.
I'll interrupt you.
But maybe came up with this question. That's classic. If I've been maybe had too many shots during the show.
I got one.
Oh, go ahead.
A
Oh,
friend of my father has dementia and lives in a home with others who have the same affliction. His wife visits him. He has a romantic relationship with another woman who lives in the home. Is it right for the staff to prevent them from seeing each other if the wife is upset with the relationship? Because essentially this guy doesn't remember he has a wife like 5 minutes after she leaves.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I think-
that's the staff's job. I think the staff's
no, I
job
think
is
it's
just to
got.
take care of.
See, this where it's a great
him,
question
right?
because I completely differ from you.
I don't feel like that's the staff's job. If I was working there, I'd be like, "That's
The
well,
old
that's
guy
on
is
them.
getting it on with the lady.
That's on them. That's I'm
No,
just
I
taking
think
care
in a
of him. I'm making
situation
sure
where the
he's
person's there, they're not representing just the person that's there. They're representing the family that put him there.
Who's paying the
because
bill?
they're paying for him to be there.
yeah, exactly.
Okay,
So I see
that.
it-
I see that too.
Okay, so
Yeah, well-
I see it was a little more difficult than that.
Well, I
Oh! Answer the phone. Just pick it up.
Let's pick it up.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, I'm just calling to give my dog Gordon a shout out.
Oh my God!
Who's on the phone?
Who's on the phone?
He hung up.
He hung up.
I work with him. That's Logan. Shout out to Logan. I'm
Shout out to Logan. Round of applause.
Hey, you got me a little excited there, Lon.
That's funny.
keep it to yourself.
I'm gonna see him
So,
tomorrow.
okay, so you would.
I would say that's completely within their sphere to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would depend. I mean, like if they're there to protect not just. I mean, they're there to protect the patient. If the patient wouldn't know better, I would hope that they would make the intention to not to protect that person from doing that. But on the other hand, I think it depends on how far gone. Like, and what does the wife really think? Does the wife think, you know what, he's lost and keep him happy? That's one thing, but I don't know.
There's a lot to be considered there, but as the way it's portrayed, the way the question's set out,
Yeah.
I would say if I had a
I don't
There's a-
fault the
there's a-
staff for getting involved. Let's put it that way.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I would
don't
like
fault the
I
staff.
would feel uncomfortable letting that
Wow,
happen.
that is just like.
I think with the payment you're paying them, I would have to stop it.
Yeah, you'd be like, look, you guys can't be
I'd be
doing
like, hey, you gotta.
You can't diddle your
They all
friends.
got AIDS already. Like they about like.
this.
But then again,
God.
you want them to be happy too. At the
Yeah,
same
man,
time,
if he's
right?
happy with somebody. he
So you're
doesn't
gonna be
even-
torn.
Yeah.
You're gonna be torn.
Oh my god, I got a good one.
I would let them do whatever they want.
Can I tell,
Exactly.
can I tell the next one?
No pull out.
Because odds are they're sitting at that house
If
by
I
themselves all
didn't,
day.
if I said this one before,
Let us know. Go ahead.
Let me know. You have worked years to be successful in your father's business.
Right.
You felt you were obligated to take over as he worked his whole life to build the business left to him by his father. However, the large businesses in town have seriously cut into profits, and for several years, you and your family have just managed to scrape by. Your father's health has now declined, and he has been hospitalized. He has a substantial life insurance policy that expires at midnight. If he dies before midnight, you will inherit enough money to pursue a career you have always dreamed of and provide adequately for your family and for generations to come.
Oh, boy.
Do you A, pinch the oxygen line?
Fuck that! Come on.
I love it.
That is
Pinch the oxygen
No.
line, making it possible for your dad to die, or smother him with a pillow.
God damn.
B,
That's B.
no, that
was-
A.
that was A?
A had two
Start off
sub-choices.
morbid. Yeah,
A had two sub-choices. Cut off his line or smother him. B, tell your dad the problem and let him suggest a solution and go by what he says. Or C, do nothing as you cannot imagine living with yourself if you terminate your father's life.
B.
Lay it on your dad as he dies. Let him make the
I'm
choice.
gonna go with C.
I'd go with C.
I'm going
Okay,
with C.
fine. I'm going with B.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't
definitely
really
not going
like
with
my
A.
dad,
That's some
but-
screwed up
No,
shit right there.
A is
What was
How
B?
many people say A? Call in if you want to say A.
What was B?
B was tell your dad the problem and let him suggest us.
Yeah, that's what I would
no,
go
kill
with.
me.
That's
You
what I would
basically
go
ask him.
Yeah, I wouldn't just kill him without saying anything. I would give
I
him
don't
the
But if
think
your
opportunity.
dad said,
But you're not asking
just
him to
me.
kill
I
you.
want you to be.
Yeah,
I want
No,
you to-
no. Okay, just to clarify.
Okay.
B is not asking him if you want him to kill him. B is asking him if he wants you to sell or not.
No, B is asking if you want him to kill him.
What do you
Oh,
want?
shit,
Tell
then
your
it's
dad
C.
the problem and let him suggest a solution.
Yeah.
That's right. Let him
say,
let
"Hey,
him suggest
Dad,
a
listen.
solution."
If you die before midnight,
No, because there's another solution.
I'll get a whole bunch
The-
more money.
The other
and,
solution.
and,
You don't
and
want me
your
to grow up
progeny
poor,
live
Dad.
great.
No, the other solution is, son, just sell the business to our competitors.
It's not a choice. That's why it's a moral dilemma.
That's a hidden
It's
solution.
not one of the
on it.
choices.
That's
Oh, what if Dad suggests that? Is that what you're
That's what
saying?
you said. Let Dad suggest a solution. I just suggested a solution.
You're genius.
I am.
Listen, if it's more than
genius.
600, I'm sorry, Dad. You're dead. I just
But if you say
that
Dad,
pillow over his
if you
head.
say Dad, in this scenario, you say Dad, suggest a solution, and he says, pinch my oxygen tube. What do you do?
Oh, no.
So why did you give him the choice?
Because it wasn't part of the choice.
Tell your dad the problem and let him suggest a solution.
Dad, I want you to understand this is what's going on.
Right? You tell him what's going on.
Yeah, okay. Let me clarify. If the point of B is to inquire of your dad if you should kill him, then no, I would never do B.
No, but if
It would be
if your dad says
No.
if you give him the option, Dad,
No.
whatever you want me to do, I'll do.
No.
I love you.
Because my
I'll
faith
just-
stops me from doing that.
But
There's
why
nothing
ask-
in my faith.
But
No.
why ask him if you're not going to follow through?
I
on his-
wouldn't.
on
I
his
just
dying
said
wish?
if
Yeah.
that was the question, then I would do C.
Okay. All right.
I'm not asking my dad if he can kill him. I would never do it. I could not only live with myself, I couldn't get to
You
heaven.
want to? All right.
Yeah.
Good
Beautiful.
point.
Okay. Serge, you have
Good
another
point.
Oh, yeah, I got another one. You are an inmate at a concentration camp.
one? Oh my god.
Oh, so in the next 5 years.
Oh my god. Yeah.
A sadistic
least we will
sadistic guard is about to hang your son, who tried to escape, and wants you to pull the chair from underneath him. He says that if you don't, he will not only kill your son, but some of the other innocent inmates as well. You don't have any doubt that he means what he says. So do you kick the chair out, or do you say, no, I'm not going to kill my son? And cost the lives of other
This
innocent
is one of those.
This is getting-
That's a Sophie's choice too. Yeah.
No, but it's more than that because it's when. Remember we were talking about utilitarianism or something like what's for the greater good.
The greater good, yes.
The greater good would mean that you pull the chair out.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you a greater good, or you're more of like I have a relationship?
I
with
mean,
this
I don't have no kids. What about my stepkids?
person? It's your redheaded
Can I
stepkid.
pick one?
what would you do?
I don't even know, man.
What would you do?
I would pull out the chair and then hit the guy over the head.
There you go. Boom. Go out and fight.
You would try right. Yeah.
You can do it.
No, I would
Call of
go down
Duty style?
fighting. There's no way. There's no way I would do that. There's no way I would kill my son, and there's
And-
no
and
way
if it
I
meant
wouldn't
more
fight
deaths,
back.
it
I would
would-
fight back. I would fight back.
I think if I was in the moment, I would probably not pull the chair out and kill my son. But I generally believe in the what was the utilitarian?
No, because you also
the view that the greater good should be served. I generally believe in that. So, but when it comes to your own child, and I guess that's why it becomes a moral dilemma.
But wouldn't
Yeah.
it be interesting? I mean, well, you're certainly right about that, and there's some circumstances where prisoners have no opportunity. But could that not be seen as an opportunity to push back and create an uprising?
you're
fight
so
back.
you're so esoteric.
I'm just trying. I mean, like, it would be
Yes.
hard for me. It would be hard for me to kill my own son.
Spartacus!
It'd be hard for me to kill my
Okay,
own kid.
all right.
There's
Yeah,
no
that's-
fucking way.
that's-
That could be,
That's-
could be like all of a
these
sudden,
sound like-
all you gotta you be freeing hundreds or thousands of people.
There's a lot of killing.
What I would do is
Right.
I would make a knife out of matchsticks, and then I would cut the rope, and then
And I
would
would yell,
stab
MacGyver!
I'd be MacGyver was in my head. Yeah, I'd pull him.
James Bond
MacGyver
don't
wins.
even do that.
If I
That's
was in
MacGyver.
Yeah, I was like,
if I
pull
was
out
in
my
a concentration
shoe.
camp, I would call him
and I would call
MacGyverberg
Kit.
or something.
I would call Kit and ask Kit to come in and blow.
I'm
everybody
going
up.
in there Call of Duty style, man. I'm kicking the door and flash
Try to kill
grenade. I'm just
everyone.
everybody getting
All
lit
right,
up.
so I have one. You go
Headshots.
next after me.
Go ahead.
All right. This one is called Get Rich.
Oh, I love getting rich. I'm poor.
Your
but-
friend offers you an opportunity.
Oh,
to
we
make-
did this one already.
Did he? Okay.
Which one is it?
Next up, thank you.
Your friend is going to give you all the money in the world. You just need to not ask any questions and blah blah
All
blah.
right,
and
move
then
on.
you.
Fuck you.
I got one.
Your
right,
your
go
turn.
ahead.
Pregnant
George.
woman leading a group of 5 people out of a cave on a coast is stuck in the
Oh,
mouth
Jesus.
of the
Whoa, whoa,
We
cave.
did
whoa,
that
whoa,
one
whoa,
again.
what?
We did that one too.
We
did
did
this
that one
one?
too.
Yes.
How can we not
The
remember
person
this,
in the
Serge?
middle of the cave that can't get out, and you have to kill her to get out, and then
No, you have to
kill
blow her up with dynamite.
Yeah.
All right, I don't remember
Not only
that.
do you kill her,
How do I not remember
but you kill her,
that?
baby.
I don't know. Maybe you're drunk.
And you make
I'm
us-
not. I don't know.
I don't
Oh, y'all
remember
forget everything, man.
Did I tell you the one about the sarcastic friend?
Let's do it.
All right. Your friend has a great sense of humor. However, sometimes his jokes involve making fun of others in an inappropriate way.
This is about me.
He will point out a physical. Oh, we did this one.
This is about me.
I remember this
I
one.
do this
Oh,
all the
okay.
time.
He will point out a physical flaw or look for something odd or different about a person and make an unkind comment. You feel uncomfortable when your friend does this. Do you say something or you just laugh along?
Oh, we have
I
not done
say
this one, but
something.
I'll do this. Please.
I'll be like, stop it, dude.
Yeah,
this
that's
one's easy
rude.
one.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's an
that's
easy
Oh, shut up.
I got a good one.
Okay.
Okay.
Imagine that a powerful alien were to visit Earth with the ability to eradicate war, famine, and suffering. The alien says that he will do this, and in turn, turn the world into a utopia where humans will be happy and peaceful forevermore, but only if a price is paid. He demands a small child be given to him so he can run and perform heinous scientific experiments on it, causing the child unimaginable pain.
It's the baby Yoda.
Will you hand
love this
over
one.
the child?
Whose
No,
child is
I'm
it?
Mando. Call me Mando. I'm
Whose
taking it.
child is it?
What's wrong with the child?
Whose child is it?
It's baby
Is
Yoda.
it Baron?
They don't say.
Oh damn. That's-
Okay, so the comedian side of me is taking over right now.
Go ahead,
What's
man.
wrong with the child?
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't
He's got a
say
tooth
anything.
in his forehead.
Can
Doesn't
we,
say anything.
is it a sacrificial child?
It's essentially a sacrificial child.
Now, is it a new? All right, never mind.
I mean, it doesn't say the age. So
I couldn't. I mean, morally, no.
No, that's a moral
this is
dilemma.
for world peace
I mean,
to end all wars,
Forever.
Fuck
Famine
world
forever,
and famine.
and famine. All the poor people get to eat now.
Is the child
And
dyslexic
all
like
it
me?
costs is a child.
Oh, I think I know the name
that's
of this.
easy.
This alien.
How old is the
name
child?
Bernie Sanders.
Is it my child?
Is it
Is
your
my
child?
It doesn't say. It just says a child.
I mean, yeah, I could pick out a
Oh,
lot
but
of
Jason's kid. He's
lot
got
of badass kids out there that probably
he's got
be
8.
sacrificed.
You'll be fine with 7, right, Jason?
Plot twist. What if the alien demands that you must be the one to inflict the torture on the child?
Okay, yeah, I can't do
Oh,
that.
no, that. To save you? Can I be the hero? I'd be the hero.
To save
I'd be the hero.
the whole entire world.
No, that's two ways to look at it. I could be the despicable human being that would
But you're
torture
also-
a child, or saving humanity.
Yeah.
I'd be the hero.
But I think after everyone's happy, we won't even remember that child.
No, they won't.
Yeah.
So we have to.
all
We have
depends
to
on
pick
what
out
news channel
what's
you're
wrong
watching.
with the child.
But you have to live with yourself. That's the dilemma.
Yeah.
You have to
Well,
live with yourself.
You have to close your eyes.
What
and see
I
it.
did to
might
that
have to
child.
you might have to do something after.
Jason, man, this is
You
a
got to
tough
close
one.
your eyes and see that kid in the crippled cross face every
This is a
time.
tough
Yeah,
one.
so you got. Yeah, that's the only thing.
So
everyone
it was
else is happy.
easier when it was someone else torturing the child. But
Yeah,
if it had to
now
be
it's you.
if it's you have to live with it.
But
you're
it's still
saving
world
humanity.
peace and ending famine.
But wait a minute.
Everyone else is
Can
happy.
we put
you're
the
not.
alien to a lie detector test though? Because
Now,
if
is
it's
it a
all
ET
such a
alien?
bullshit, like
Is it
no,
ET?
no, I can't really save humanity. Made you torture the child.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Depends on how
The
the
aliens,
alien
I
looks.
can't believe you did that, you sick fuck.
Depends on how the alien looks. Because if it's ET, I'll be like, he could do that. He got the finger with the light on it.
Yeah.
ET could do that. But if
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like one of them, remember the
Like the aliens
Mars
from
attacks?
Aliens? Yeah.
Remember the Mars attacks?
Mars
aliens?
attacks.
Big
I'm
Mars-
not giving nothing up for them motherfuckers.
No.
Those are dangerous dudes.
Yeah.
They'll eat you.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
All right. No. What would you do, Jason? You still haven't answered.
I don't think I could do it.
You don't think you can do it?
You would let humanity forever
It'd be worth it.
suffer famine. And
Yeah, because their overlords are cruel.
You would say, look, who in their right mind would do what I've been asked to do?
It's a
Okay,
ridiculous.
all right.
Yeah, it's like they're just going to do it again.
Those are
and
good
again and
questions.
This is getting weird. My girlfriend said it's getting weird.
There we go.
again. That is getting weird. I'm like, wow, I
Tough
was not
questions, though.
expecting
There's
that.
a lot of children in
She
here.
needs to call in. We want to know why she feels weird about it. This is
Tell
why
her
we
call in.
need to
She's
have
got a number.
call-ins.
813-252-4497.
All right, well, she gonna keep going. She ain't gonna stop.
Look, that's good.
Don't.
He
listen
meant
to
that in a loving way, by the way.
No, I was just kidding. Don't call him.
You can call.
All right. This one's called Third Strike, and Jason, of course, you will yell in if I said this before. Your teenager has had a rough few years. First came an arrest for shoplifting. The item was of little value, so it was only a misdemeanor. Then your teen was with some friends who was smoking pot and driving too fast. Your teen has promised they are turning over a new leaf and seem to be on the right track, doing better in school, coming home by curfew, and generally having a much better attitude at home. Now you get a call from the local police saying your son was with a group of kids who broke into a liquor store and stole beer. Do you go to the station and see how you can get your teen out of his jam, or let him accept whatever consequences befall him?
What a stupid kid.
That's a stupid question.
Why would
It's
you
actually an easy
go
one.
break into a
That's
liquor
so
store
easy,
How
it's not
easy.
and
even-
steal beer?
I
Suffer.
would go down.
You're a stupid kid.
You'd go down and help him?
I would go down and see what I could do to help. Yes. I'm not saying I would pay anybody or
I would let
bribe
that
anybody,
motherfucker
but
rot
I
in
would-
jail.
It's still
No,
a teen. It's still
not
a
over
teen,
beer.
right?
Teenager over beer,
Is he
you're
18?
crazy.
No.
Is
I'm
he
letting him rot.
18?
Yeah, no, 17.
No,
No, he's going. He's
I
good.
stole a
You're
mint
going
at
to jail.
Eckerd's at 7. Okay,
You would
about
let
that.
him
Whoop
suffer.
my ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get your ass whooped,
lesson.
you
Yeah.
do it again.
Absolutely.
That's what you do.
What
You're
I'm not-
17. That's
If
how
I
you
get him
get
home,
your-
and then I'd kick his
Wait,
ass.
well,
then
But
you
I'm not
yeah,
letting him go to
exactly.
jail. No.
No, I'm
All
letting
right,
him go
wait,
to jail.
but this is
There's
this
a
is an
movie about
age-related
this.
question
There's
because
a movie about this. It's the guy who used to play Kennedy. What's his name? Emilio Estevan's dad. Who's his dad's guy?
Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a movie with Martin Sheen where he lets his son stay in jail just to pay a price, and it gets worse and it gets worse, and the next thing you know, we can't get him out of jail, and he's in jail.
So you're basing your decision on a fictional movie? Great.
No, no. I would help my son, and
I'll let him go to jail.
Go to jail.
Look,
I'd say go to jail.
Wait a second. So
He's
you'll
17.
drive your son to the airport to vote for a
Absolutely.
socialist senator,
Absolutely.
or
Because going to
and that's-
vote is
and that's
different
normal.
than committing a crime.
Yeah.
Hello?
No, I'm not. I didn't say I was going to bribe an official or break him out of jail. Just I'm going to go down there and see what I can do to help.
Did we not say that he stole beer when he broke into
Beer?
a liquor store?
What if he
Beer?
comes running in
He
your
stole
car, Richard,
beer?
with
Why
some
would you
beer?
steal beer in a
And he's
liquor
like,
store?
Dad, go. I just took this
to
from the
Publix
airport.
and
What
steal
you
the
gonna
It
do?
Yeah,
says, do you
exactly.
go to Jason's defense, because he's answering the question.
All right.
The question was, do you go to the station and see how
How?
you can get your teen out of his jam? That's the question.
Now, is this a black family or a white family?
What day is it? What day of the week is it? Is it a Friday?
Because
if
the black
it's a
family
Friday,
gonna leave your ass in jail,
there for the
especially on
weekend.
Friday.
I'll see you Monday.
Don't do
Yeah.
that. No, don't do
I
that.
won't get paid till the first. I'm
Wait till
sorry.
you get that ROR. You're underage anyway. You'll be straight.
I think actually in this scenario, I think actually
Emilio Estevon played his son in that movie. It was called In the Custody of Strangers.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
and so it turned out really horrible that he intervened or
No,
not.
he failed. He said
failed to intervene.
He said that's it. That's enough. Leave him, and he can spend the night in jail. And it got
And then
worse
things got a
and
lot
worse
worse.
and worse and worse.
Yeah, no.
The plot,
So
That
maybe
happens.
they were making
based
a
upon a
point.
true story. La 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 la. They're at odds.
Just
blah,
don't
blah,
steal
blah,
beer
blah,
from
blah.
a liquor store. Steal liquor.
Yeah, if you're gonna steal anything,
Yeah, if you're gonna steal anything,
why not the cash?
I didn't raise no kid if he's stealing beer. You can go to Publix and steal beer.
I know, man,
His
get
sentence
some-
Was it Natty Light? Oh,
Yeah, you probably
Was it
came out.
Natty Light or
probably
was
came
it-
out with some Coors Light. What
Now
the hell are you
resell
doing?
That. No, Bumps
No.
will buy that.
No,
Bumps will
There's
buy
not a
Natty
chance.
Ice.
Now you didn't. If you said that he had armed robbed a bank or raped somebody or was accused of raping somebody or something really evil, that's a different story. But
just
burglarizing a
'cause they
liquor
put it
store
in
for
terms of
beer
a misdemeanor.
as a teenager,
So
no.
this is why raising these questions are good questions because you can twist them just a little bit, change them just a little
the
bit,
point,
and
isn't
it may
it?
affect your decision making.
Right.
So, if he went to a liquor store and decided he was going to break into the till, into the
The cooler.
no, into, get the cash.
Oh, the cash. Oh, money now.
Yeah, he's stealing money.
Yeah,
from
breaking and entering. Yeah.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
And he doesn't go grab the beer.
Yeah,
He
armed robbery.
grabs $500 out of the cash register.
Now, what does he use that money for?
No. See, I mean, I think I would still go down to see what I could do to help.
Yeah,
But
so
there are
as a
some
parent-
serious consequences to that.
So all right. So it's an extra level to this discussion. It would be like, okay, I want to get him out of trouble with the law, but I can give him personal consequences because he's still living at home.
I think you're assuming something that I'm not trying to do. You
No,
said
let's-
try to help.
Right. Get him out of the jam. If he gets him out of the
Get him out of the
question is-
jam or reduce
That
the jam
means no
or
longer
minimize the
involved
jam.
with law enforcement. Out of the jam would be no longer law enforcement.
Is that what it means?
That's what I would.
Probably.
Where does
Yeah,
it
not
say
in
that?
jail.
Where does it say that in the rules?
It doesn't. You can
There's a-
make whatever you want.
there are no
I
rules.
just assume getting out of a
Oh,
jam.
you just assumed.
Meant if he's at the police station,
You
you
get
get
him
him
out
out
of
of the
jail.
jam. It means he's no longer having a law enforcement.
This is the
problem.
new Constitution right here. We're
Yeah, we're
going
starting.
in.
new.
We're going in.
Yeah.
That's
Blue
it.
state,
Break
red
it.
state.
Take a steal. If you steal a beer, that's it. You're
Whatever.
going away.
Whatever
forever.
your law
All right, you
is
have
in your
another question?
state.
Don't steal Bill.
Yeah, you have another
steal
question?
Don't
Bill.
steal Bill.
I got
Steal Bill.
Steal
Steal
beer.
Don't steal Bill. Let me see. I think I ran through all these because they're all like lifeboat. We
What
know-
about the one that we learned? One of the
You
first
still
things.
haven't uploaded the game.
One of the first. No, I didn't. But the first things. One of the first things we discussed in law school. I don't know whether you did it at your law school, but you know how you had the people out on a boat, and it capsizes, and you don't know who's going to be rescued, and you might have to eat one of the
Yeah, the cannibal.
right.
story.
Right. What do you do? I mean, actually, that was a true event, and the discussion
Isn't that the
of
one
what-
that happened in the Andes Mountains?
No. Well, that happened.
That
right,
did happen.
Right. But what do you do? Because as I recall, back in law school, this was a discussion of something that happened way back in the early.
You went to law school about 25 or 30 years before I did, so maybe it was a different time.
He's so clever. Let the record reflect. You just turned 50, right?
I did.
Okay. So you're a little older than me.
You need better hair dye.
No, I dye my hair gray. It's perfect. It's perfect.
You're a lesbian. You like the
Hey! There are lesbians being offended left and right now.
Or maybe
You're still
they're-
looking up another question.
Maybe they think you're a
Yeah.
lesbian.
Maybe we come up with our own questions. No, we're not that smart.
No, we're not there yet.
Not on the spot.
We're not ready for that yet.
Not ready for prime time.
Oh, so we should
I
actually
gotta.
get the game.
I
We should
have
get
a
the
mor-
game because they probably.
I have a
hundreds of
moral dilemma. The moral dilemma. Are you ready, Serge? It's a
up?
really serious question. That's for you, Serge. You have a 20-year-old son.
Okay.
He hates you.
Okay.
questions.
In fact, he hates your guts.
Here it comes. It's about my life here right now.
He absolutely hates everything you believe in.
Okay.
He hates your house.
All right.
Hates the car you drive.
Yep.
He kicks your puppy when you're not around.
That's terrible.
He hates you.
I'll let him rot in jail.
Yeah. He wants to take a little trip.
Where does he want to go?
Just a one-day trip.
One day
He
trip.
just wants to take a little trip.
In and out.
Yeah.
Right
He
back.
just needs a
forth?
little ride. He needs a little ride.
Where does
to
he
the
need a
airport.
ride to go to?
He needs to leave at like 2 o'clock in the morning. He'll be back at 6 a.m.
Oh, okay.
He needs you to drop him off and pick him up. And during that time, he's going to a puppy kicking convention. But you love your son.
Yes.
And you think he loves you, although he is completely and effing sane. What do?
I wouldn't let him go to
Drive him to the airport.
puppy kicking convention.
We already know Rich's answer. We don't need to ask Richard.
Yeah,
Richard
Richard
is going to drive him, and he's going to give him the puppy.
I don't know what you're referring to.
You're gonna
but
give
it
him the
is
steel toe.
random
And son,
hypothetical.
before you get on the plane, here are my favorite puppy kicking shoes. Take them with
They
you.
got steel toes.
They have steel toes and spikes.
Wow. I don't think I'd let him do that.
I don't
think
either.
I'd take him.
That's we are so alike. I wouldn't let him do it either.
All right, so I'm going to read between the lines here.
You asked me for a
Moral
dilemma. I came up with it.
I'm going to ask you: is voting for a Democrat that may tip the scale of
Essentially kicking puppies.
our government to totally unfettered democratic policies equivalent to
A
puppy kicking?
Oh, you
puppy-
missed the whole
A puppy
thing.
kicking convention.
He missed.
It's not just one puppy getting kicked.
No, like
everything.
multiple,
Several-
like massive puppy
Several
kicking.
puppies are being kicked at this convention.
Okay, I'm ready to kick. What are we doing?
You missed the
He missed the whole thing.
Oh, my face.
That's hilarious. Okay,
Just
all right.
drink.
Tell it again.
Let's kick puppies.
I don't know that I can.
All right, so in order to shed light on my, I guess, perceived insanity,
Oh, my God, my nose.
he said, essentially, would you drive your son to an airport if you know he was going to a puppy kicking convention?
Damn. Does it depend on
The
the puppies?
same kind of puppies that you already own.
Right, the presumption was he hates you, he despises you.
Can I
he
chime
tells
in?
you he
Can I
finds you
chime in?
disgusting, you're despicable. You
And
have
he even
no-
kicks your puppy
and
when
then
you're not
he asks
around.
You
And he
to
kicks your
drive
puppy.
him to a puppy kicking
Listen,
convention.
I got, before I go take a piss, there's a question. At this convention, is there a tournament? Can he possibly win a championship?
Could he win $1 million?
Son, if you bring home the blue ribbon, I got you. I got you. I got you.
Can you get
Are
me out
the
of debt?
puppies
Can you
being
get me
bred
out of
to
debt?
eat
That's all.
babies?
All right. Oh, Serge, come back here. Have a second. Put on some.
He's gonna
put
pee his
put
pants.
a
Just
song
let it
on
go,
for-
Serge.
Put a
Just
song
let it
on
go.
for 3 minutes.
You gotta wear a diaper when you're
No, we
in
can
here.
do that. So we can talk amongst ourselves. We don't have to carry the air.
You can still. I don't need to be here for you to.
Yeah, we
How
rely
about
on
the
you.
quality
Put on some Gino.
entertainment? We could do that.
All right.
What's Gino?
So, Gordon, are you gonna allow somebody? Are you gonna be a puppy kicking enabler?
Listen, it depends on what these puppies are being bred for. Okay, like if they're child eating puppies,
No. They're
I'm
like
gonna kick a field goal.
These are
with them.
face licking puppies.
What if
They're
they're-
just-
No, then I can't kick
They're the
puppies.
cuddly.
No, I can't.
What if they're Republican voting puppies?
Who are they voting for?
the best kind of Republican voting puppies that exist?
Kicking the shit out those little puppies.
I'm kicking
They're-
field
they're
goals. with
clearly
puppies. Hey,
That's all you're gonna hear.
I'm kicking field goals, 3 points.
Thank you, Jason, man.
Are these racist
What,
puppies?
did you do it or not? No. Oh, Marty, he couldn't stand it. I told him to put on a song for 3 minutes while he goes pee.
Do these puppies have bigger penis than me? Because I might kick
Every
'em.
puppy has a bigger penis than you.
Well, I'm kicking every
Wait,
one
where's
of
your
them.
girlfriend? Is she calling in now?
I don't think so. I hope not. She better not say nothing. She's listening, I think. Kind of,
Is she?
sort of. Kind of, sort of, yeah. Does it tell you how
We
many
should
people
invite
are
her
on
to
it?
call in. Seriously, let's hear from her.
What do you want? What are we gonna ask her?
Just tell her, hey, babe, support me.
No, just tell her what's wrong with this guy over here, and tell him.
She can't. She
Yeah,
doesn't
how
know
much is she?
Richard. Like
Let's
Tell
I
him
know
what's
know
wrong
Richard.
with the gray-haired lesbian.
let's
Maybe
learn
she'll
about
tell us.
She's
no.
34,
Okay.
a nurse, which is awesome because she saves lives. She deals with COVID all the.
Did she get her
fucking time.
vaccine
She's
yet?
she's like a frontline worker.
Yes.
Okay.
She's in the ER. She has 2 sons, 11 and 8. They're
Okay.
pretty cool. They're smarter than me.
Have
So.
you-
They can beat him up.
All right. So
Yeah,
how long
and
have
they
you been
read me
dating
stories
her?
at night
It
because I'm
seems like
dyslexic.
about 2 months, 3 months, 3 months.
Oh yeah, it's
didn't
been
say that.
about 3 months. Yeah.
Okay. And you met the kids already?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And when did you meet the kids?
Oh man. Maybe about a month in.
Okay.
Month
so
in,
things
yeah.
got serious pretty quick.
Yeah. I mean, we clicked right away when we met. We clicked
That's
right
awesome.
away, which is what I like. You know what I mean? Because
You need to have the banter, right?
I'm a comic. Yeah.
Yes,
you can't if
yes.
you can't deal with my humor,
Right.
you can't deal with me. Like
Or she'd
so.
be humoring you.
Yeah, I think at first, but when I put it, no, I'm just kidding, baby. Listen, I'm just kidding.
So you figured that was genuine too.
And then
He's,
she's funny
he's
too,
drowning.
so- Okay.
He,
Which
he
is
loses
good.
the producer for 5 minutes, and he's just right
that
down the
didn't take 3
crapper.
minutes.
If you shake it
I
more
thought
than
it was
twice,
number
you're playing
two,
with it.
maybe.
Just
But
like
that
you
was
know.
It's like Alice in friggin' Wonderland.
It was just
Damn
a
right
number
I
one.
am.
You right. I was in there shaking it 17 times. Never
Shaking the
mind.
shit out of it.
Nah, she's a great man. She's great. I appreciate
I'm
it.
happy
She
for
appreciates me. That's
You
good.
guys both look very happy together.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
There
You know,
go.
but I mean, everybody has their ups and downs, but overall, it's a good relationship.
Right. I know she's listening, right?
No,
Maybe.
that's fine.
Maybe. Okay.
I'm gonna tell her.
What was
I've
your
told her already.
worst? Did you have a worst moment, like a worst disagreement? Like you felt like, shit, I don't want to have this fight. I would rather walk away. Not from the relationship, but like, just like I don't want to have the fight.
I'm the type of person I don't like to fight. So if ever we have an argument, I don't like to do it just because that's not me.
So you're basically a non-confrontational.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, I grew up. My parents were always like bickering, going back and forth. So it's like I don't want to be that
You don't
type.
wanna
But
be
everybody
that.
argues when
My
you're
parents
together.
bickered. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, but I think the one thing that kind of bothered me was like not that she don't like that I do open mics, but she was like, oh, but I kind of want you home. I'm like, but I have to do it. So we got a little argument with that, but overall we haven't had anything where it was like, oh, I'm leaving. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm the type of person I'm gonna voice it. I don't want. I'm 36, man. I can't keep going in and out of relationships. You know what I'm saying? So I'm voicing.
Fuck you
everything
mean? I'm 41.
Well, you old as hell. You just stay single now. You
Look
don't
at
have no
Richard.
point.
Richard, you got a new relationship every other week.
Richard's a pimp, though. A
Yeah,
lawyer
yeah.
pimp, okay? He knows the laws
Richard's
of
like,
relationships.
no, baby, that's not true.
We don't. Yeah, we don't. He
For
knows
my
how to talk
fans
them.
that are out there,
He knows how to talk them out of everything. Like
you guys,
lawyer
shut
style.
up already.
He's saying words we don't know. I'm googling everything he says tonight. Like, nah, man. But I mean, we've had arguments, but nothing like to where I'm be like, I'm out. I don't care anymore. Like,
No, but arguments could be either just temporary disagreements or like you're like this is fundamental. So you haven't had a fundamental problem.
no. But I'm at that point where I want this one to work more than any other one ever.
Oh my god, that's
Not
love.
just because I'm at that age, but it's because I want me and her to work. I genuinely like this girl. I want
Oh,
it to
now
work
she needs
because
to
we
call
get
in.
good.
Come on,
Call
She's
in.
not gonna, she better not call in. I
No, I
Come on,
no.
813-252-4497.
Block
Come
her.
on.
Don't answer nothing. Don't
By
call
the way,
in.
I'm
She
in
should.
favor.
You want me to come home tonight?
I've
You
been
better not
married-
call in.
I'm in
Strip
favor
club
of
right
you.
next to this.
I want you to get married. I really want you to get married. You know why?
One day, but I don't
Because
want. I don't
the
want
more
to rush
marriages, what do I say, Jason? The more marriages, there's more
Love.
divorces.
Chance for
Oh.
that. Exactly, because you know I'm gonna call
Damn.
you whenever.
I know that.
God.
Dude,
I'm gonna
that
be
is
a big. I'm gonna have
You
Netflix
hurt
money,
me,
bro.
right when you said that.
I'm gonna have
I'm just
Netflix
a
money. I'm
romantic
gonna
guy.
call
I
you.
get-
So
it's terribly.
You could
I just-
be- you could be-
very-
you could get
it's-
that big
it's-
check.
It's very deeply, like I can help.
Yeah.
I
Listen,
can help. A
Richard,
difficult
I'm gonna have
situation.
Netflix money. I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna call
Okay.
you right away.
All right.
And be like, hey, you're the only one I know is the lawyer.
Okay.
Besides, now I know him too.
I got
so
your back, man.
On the other side, I can call him.
But
Right.
I'm nicer. I'm not wishing for his divorce
Well,
before
what
he gets
about
married.
if I had a team? Now I need it. I
yeah.
have a team of lawyers.
You need a
Okay.
team of lawyers.
Two heads
Yeah,
are
so
better
There'll
than
be a
one.
lot of
So
sexual,
Jason, basically what he's
sexual
saying is
harassment
you can
charges.
work for
Oh
me.
yes, there's gonna be
Come
no.
from the back.
No,
no,
you
this
didn't
is
hear that. You didn't hear
no,
that.
they're from before her.
Oh yeah,
Trust
this
me.
is 20
This
years
is like
ago.
15,
yeah, I was a
20
dog
years
back in
ago.
the day. No.
Yeah, no, they'll come back.
They all wanted it.
We saw
They
her.
all wanted it, right? Right? Listen. The Bill Cosby sleeping pill only worked once. Okay, that was it. But we woke up together.
You know, it's. I was flicking the channels the other day. They had some '80s retrospective on, like, and they were showing the Cosby Show, and you can't look at him now. Isn't it?
It's weird, right?
It's weird. You can't look at him like, oh my god.
Because when he was doing all that, he was doing all that.
Yeah, I know.
Right. And you look back and you're like,
the
he
same
seems
guy
so-
he was. Right.
Mr.
He just
I'm
got away with it
perfect,
for
I'm doing
30
it.
years, right?
There's
You
always
can't-
those people that are trying to correct
Shout out to
everyone
K
else.
Swiss.
They're
You
doing
can't confuse Dr. Huxtable with Bill Cosby.
But that is a
They're
character.
Not the same.
Yeah.
No, but when
But
you watch his
it's always
stand-up,
gonna be in your
his
head.
stand-up
Yeah.
isn't the same anymore. You're like, man, that Jello shit don't go down like it used
He's-
to.
Yeah, man.
He's
Remember,
so
he was
bad.
pushing them pudding
I
pops
thought he
hard,
was-
man.
Yeah.
Did he not go to prison?
Yeah, he's
in prison.
Okay, all right.
He's
He's
still in there.
in
All right.
prison.
He's blind in prison, man. He's probably
he-
still slipping sleeping pills to his inmates.
He's probably
gotta have-
running the yard.
Well, you know, he's got to have a little
running the
fun.
yard.
Bill's, Bill's probably out there flexing on
Imagine
people.
Bill Cosby a gangster in prison.
He probably is. He's probably the guy calling all the shots.
And ain't nobody gonna like.
He said the
step to him.
Mexicans got boots on.
You know how much money? He don't have no money no more. Probably.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he's
does.
got to have money.
He got to have a whole
Nah,
bunch
I
of
think
it.
his wife Camille took it all.
He was about to buy. Rich
Rich people
those
have a way
channels.
of hiding their
Yeah,
money.
but they didn't want to.
No,
buy it.
that's
why he's in-
If you're a
Yeah,
delusional
yeah,
rich,
NBC.
maybe
I heard
not.
about that.
If you're rich and you know, like, hey, I'm gonna eventually get caught up with based on what I'm doing, I'll.
Let me
Yeah,
just put
but
it this
back
way.
then he didn't know.
Let me
that.
just put it this way.
Back then,
without,
what he was doing
without
was
putting any. I was
acceptable.
I'm about to bring on a case against someone who should have a lot of money, and the first thing I did was did a little research because I know a piece of property that they occupy. This particular rich person that I want to sue occupies, and when I looked it up, the property is in a different name, so. He's got a business
It's a
that's
shell
in one
game,
name.
right,
It's
right.
all a shell game. And then he's got the business that's in a total different trust. And then you look it up other things, and it's all in trust, and they're all different trusts. The problem is that someone who's bright can diversify their money in such a way you can't rip them apart. There's no way Bill Cosby is not smart enough. Although plenty of celebrities blow it, but
So
he
when I
probably
get
is.
famous, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you
gonna blow it?
diversify.
You gonna blow it off?
Diversify
Let the
my
record
portfolio.
reflect he
Yeah,
said
probably the
when.
first time. The first
Not
time.
if. There's some confidence in this room, man.
Damn right.
Cousin Ray, everybody getting money. Nah.
When, let's do because it's the end of the show.
Okay.
Towards the end of the show.
Okay.
Plug yourself, where you're going to be, like where you're,
Okay, so once everything opens back, or January 6th, I'm gonna be in Fort Myers at the Laughing
What's your
Cafe.
name again?
Gordon Dixon.
Right.
Is that with two
Comedian
E's?
extraordinaire. No, it's just.
Then it shouldn't be the. It's
No.
the.
Do you remember when Star called
Listen,
you
let
Dixon?
me do what I want.
Listen,
You remember
him
when
alone.
Star forgot my
You're gonna
name
be
17
grammarly
times?
correct.
before?
Right.
Yeah,
You were
okay.
not happy.
Yeah, well, no, wasn't happy. Like we had a connection, and no, we didn't. We didn't have no connection. It was like, hey, what's up? I'm like, all right, we good.
Wait
Okay.
a second. I think I've seen you somewhere else. Where did I see you?
yeah, he's a comedian.
Gordon Dixon. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. It's not
Just
TikTok
rocked the
videos.
improv the other
Yeah,
day.
just rock the improv. So hopefully I can start getting some guest
Yeah.
hosting
Where can
spots.
we see you, man?
The next spot you can see me at will be January
Is that you?
6th. Yeah, no, that's definitely me.
the Gordon Dixon.
When I take-
showed up.
Yeah, okay, that's not me. It won't be. It's just be
not
Gordon Dixon.
Oh, okay.
If you
Oh,
if
it's
you
just
Google
Gordon
me, it's just the Gordon. It's just Gordon Dixon, not the.
Did you die in 2016?
Yeah, but I came
No.
back.
That guy-
Is that guy, we live
is that
forever.
guy as white
to
as
save
Gordon?
humanity.
Yeah. I came back. I'm saving babies in prison.
Not kicking puppies.
Yeah, that's me. That's definitely me. That's a mask.
What's up with this fat guy?
But yeah, January 6th, Fort Myers, Laughing Cafe.
Fort Myers, okay.
Fort Myers. And then after that, I'm gonna be at the Spitfire Comedy House, Mondays, Wednesdays, and then what else is open on? Once
So,
everything opens up,
If we want to look at your like I know things are in flux, right? So we need to
just go to my
contact you.
Facebook,
Go to
Gordon
your- there
Dixon.
you go.
Now all my stuff will be posted on that, or
Okay.
Instagram, Gordon Dixon. Like that's where you can find me.
And he might be getting a show on the network.
Oh,
Well,
hey, you're
let's
working
hope
it?
Sergio actually. My own, yes.
We need
Let's
a
talk
funny
about
I
show.
that.
love it, man.
My own podcast.
We did a
We
show with a
love
funny
it.
guy
We
who
need a little
knows more
comedy.
funny people. And
I know.
Because we suck at comedy here.
When me
except
and-
for Gordon.
When me and my boy Jay Legend, follow Jay Legend on Facebook and Instagram too. When we get together, that's gonna be a podcast. You know, It's going to be the total opposite of this.
Is he also a comedian?
He's
or
also a
aspiring
comedian. Yes.
comedian?
No,
or,
he's been doing it longer than me. That's my best friend.
He's your like mentor.
Funny.
A little bit?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
the guy I follow. Like the guy I'm
that's
trying
beautiful.
to
Okay. All right.
get to his level every time he goes on stage. I'm trying to kill it right with him. So, but that's the person that I want to do a podcast with because.
So I want to. I'll do my major kudos to you
Let's
because it's as lawyers. So we go into court and we have to like put on a bravado, like we fucking got it, we're nailing this. Like you gotta have confidence for your client. The client needs to know that you feel confident about them and their case. It's a whole different ballgame when you're putting yourself up on a stage.
Yeah, on stage.
As much as I feel like I'm putting myself out there, I still can't imagine like, oh my God, I got to do. If I die out here, I get no laughs. Like I don't know how I would move on, and you have to deal with it. I know you have.
Yes.
Right.
Badly.
As you grow,
Badly.
you realize like you might bomb.
Makes you stronger.
You
But
make-
that's
right.
the risk. The reward is way better than the risk. So when I get an instant laugh, it's like a drug.
Yeah, it's like
I-
drugs,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it's an endorphin. Just
You know, I'm
goes right
always
through
thinking
you.
of, okay, what's fun? And usually when I think something's funny, it
It usually is
works.
funny.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
but it's
right.
just the way that I say it that might not work right then. So
That-
it's just
but
like
that's the
practice it.
fine-tuning
But
of
when
your
I'm
craft.
starting to find my voice and like listen to how I talk to people and how I make people laugh, like that's been working more and more. So
Right.
my bombing is getting less and less, but you're still gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
So
gonna
Album,
happen.
and even Jerry.
So personally, let me know, like, because I see and I go on to and I see your posts and all that.
yeah,
But I want you to personally reach out to me and say, hey, I'd like you to see this show,
okay.
and I'll come.
Me
You know,
too.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be awesome.
I don't have you, so I'll just add you. I'll add you
Put you
tonight.
on there.
But
All right,
yeah,
so
man, the more people I
Yeah,
get out,
because I'm
the better.
definitely trying to go to one.
All right, so
Please.
shout out to the Gordon Dixon.
It's the.
It's just, it's
No,
probably
I said
just.
the,
No, it's the.
but I'm making it.
If there's two E's,
you don't
it's the.
understand me. You
Let
don't
me
understand
just,
me.
The only way you could use the is if there's
The
a,
Gordon Dixon.
a vowel
Damn it.
beginning the next word.
Damn it! I don't like being corrected.
Come on, man.
Okay, so on Instagram it's the Gordon Dixon, and on
There you go. Thank
Facebook
you.
is Gordon
you don't
Dixon.
want to add the extra E.
No.
I screwed
And
up.
there's no
Not
extra
yet.
E. It's just
You
one
wait till
E.
you get the Netflix special. Then, matter of fact, the Netflix special can be the Gordon.
Listen, I'm dyslexic, so it's all gonna be messed up regardless of whatever. It might say L Gordon Dixon. I don't even know. I just
That'll
write.
work.
I just write. Whatever comes out, comes out.
Do that in Colombia.
In fact,
All right, so this is we're going to close the show.
All right.
All right, so we're going to plug ourselves a little bit.
Oh, again?
Okay. Yeah,
Plug
again.
yourselves a little bit.
I love that.
First of all, the show is
Bet you do.
conservative parents with liberal kids. Love and respect is more important than politics itself.
Agreed.
I am Richard Myers of the Myers Firm PA. I handle employment discrimination law predominantly, along with high conflict divorces. And I'm kind of shifting more into the family and marital law. So if you have any disputes, marital, custody, that kind of thing, come to me. Look me up on Facebook, Myers Firm PA. I am G8TRATTY. That's Gator Attorney. Sorry, Jason, since he's an FSU fan and graduate. Yeah, sorry. G8TRATTY on Instagram. And rmyers at myersfirm.com is my email, and myersfirm.com is my website. Jason
Ricardo with the law firm of Ricardo and Waslick. RicardoLaw.com. We handle, we protect people, consumers, against foreclosure defense and credit card debt-related issues. RicardoLaw.com. We have plenty of... Oh, I'm in trouble now. Oh, that's my son. I'll call him later. That was...
I find that hilarious. It's like, it's a little past 8:30. I might get a call.
There it is.
Done.
All right, we're good. We're good. All right, you want to plug yourself? Let's plug Ohio.
Flow Ohio Radio. Flow Ohio Radio at Yahoo. Looking for a show? Hit me up.
Oh shit, the show. And
Oh,
all
yeah.
your shows, all of them, including our show.
Yeah.
iHeartRadio, Spotify. Where else? Spreaker.
Deezer, Spreaker, Amazon, Apple,
And we're all going
Google.
Aren't we supposed to be doing a New Year's Eve
Yeah,
thing?
New Year's Eve thing too.
I will be here in the studio.
You can be here if you want.
Who else?
I'm
is
just
gonna
gonna
be
set up the Zoom so you
here?
get
Are you
the
going to
link.
be here though?
Nah, I'm probably gonna be out with Alf.
He
So-
gonna be out with
shit.
the hoe.
Then
Yeah,
I
so
thought-
we're gonna.
I thought you were going to be here.
No,
be
just
out
like the
with some
Tommy Chong
hoes.
thing, wherever you plug in is where you
yeah,
plug
but
in.
you were here for the Tommy Chong
Yeah,
thing.
I'm not gonna be here, boy.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
You would.
You're gonna be out with the
Yeah.
hoe.
All right,
Look
so
at you.
I'll do it from the house.
Yeah, so it'll be cool because we could have a bunch of different people logged in at the same time, counting down. I think that'll be cool.
Yeah, I hope so.
I'll log in.
There we go.
I'll get in.
Okay, so when are you going to send out the Zoom link?
I'm probably gonna start the Zoom at 9:30 ish.
No, when are you going to send out the link?
The link. That's when I start it. When I start the Zoom.
Oh, so we'll get an email.
Yeah,
like,
I'll,
log on right
I'll
away.
post it in the chat and then I'll also post it on the page. Anybody,
All right, so
anybody
within-
wants to click.
So
it.
within moments of 9 o'clock,
Yeah.
we'll get something and
yeah,
we'll log in.
and then we could all just log in and boom.
Okay.
All right.
You got
Cool.
to explain to these old dudes.
All right.
Who's
Close
gonna
this
read
out.
it?
Close this out, man.
Oh yeah. Well, you gotta say bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Let's drop a bomb on the liberals today. Let's drop a bomb and blow them all away. We don't need those crazy kooks we put up in too long. Let's drop a bomb and